Such a small word with so much importance. It's the key to so many things in our adult lives. Purchasing our first home, our first car, taking out a loan, all of that requires a credit score, and typically a good one at that. At the age of 26, I have my own house, I have my own car, and I've taken out a couple loans along the way. I have a pretty good credit score. My friends, however, have not even begun to build their credit, and it's scary. I feel like there's a real lack of knowledge out there when it comes to how important a credit score is, or how to begin to establish your credit, or how to get good credit and keep it there and avoid from going from good credit to bad credit. So that's what I'm here today to talk to you about. The importance of credit, what credit is, how to establish it, what's the difference between good and bad, and how do you stay in the good credit area. So let's start with what is credit. Credit's basically a score. It's like a grade. You're being graded on how well you pay people back. And when I say people, I mean lenders, banks, loan departments, credit cards, all that. If you make your payments on time and you make the full amount, you have a good payment history, and you keep your balances on any credit cards to a minimum, then you are doing the right steps when it comes to building your credit. So the first step that I would do if I were you and you have not started building your credit is apply for a small card. Usually they start off with a balance of like $300. Put gas on it, or everyday coffee, small things, pay it down. Pay it down. Charge it, pay it down. That will begin establishing your credit. Now, some people have a hard time getting approved for a credit card right off the bat. That instance, from my personal experience with my fiance, I would recommend that you save up a chunk of cash and go to a bank and ask if they offer a credit builder loan. So what that is it basically takes money that you already have in the bank, freezes it, and you make payments monthly with interest to start building your credit. Once the process is over and you've completed your payment cycle, then you get that money back. So you don't get any money up front. You just get it at the end, and it's strictly to build your credit, and it does just that. So what is good credit? Good credit is generally a score from 670 to 739. You can get good credit by, as I mentioned before, making your payments on time, having just generalized good payment history, and keeping those minimums down. I would say 30% or less than the limits of the cards. That usually keeps it at a good amount to build your credit. Bad credit. So there's bad credit and there's very bad credit. Bad credit scores are usually from 550 to 649. A very bad credit score is usually 300 to 549. So how do you go about getting bad credit? Bad credit is missed payments, overall just bad history when it comes to payments, high credit card balances, derogatory marks. And when I say derogatory marks, tax liens, accounts that have gone into collections, and the big bad B word, bankruptcy. Those are definitely some of the most devastating things that can happen to you as an individual and happen in your life in general. There is an old saying that says, bad credit is better than no credit, and that is very true. You don't want to start from zero. You'd rather start at a 300 or 400 or 500 and have a platform to stand on to build up. So if you're thinking about, purchasing anything big, or a house, a car, taking out a loan, remember that you need to have good credit. Educate your children or your friends and your family about how important credit is. And just remember that at the end of the day, the money that you borrow has to be paid back, and keep a good score.